Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 4 where we are learning about pushdown automata. We have learned a lot of about pushdown automata, how to construct a PDA by using a particular language, what is the meaning of deterministic pushdown automata, non-deterministic pushdown automata. Okay, now we are into a topic which generally been asked in any kind of university questions. Okay, if you are attempting for the highest mark questions, suppose if I'm talking about a 10 marks question, so you can expect a particular question from this particular topic. Okay, so this is so welcome to this lecture. This is your lecture number 4 where we will be studying about equivalence of PDA and CFG. Okay, so in this particular lecture, I will be dividing into two parts. One, we will be learning about the PDA to CFG conversion, and the other part we will learn about CFG to PDA conversion. Okay, so actually, if I ask you what is the meaning of an equivalence, equivalence means if there is a similarity from both the sides, right? So if I talk about equivalence of a PDA and CFG, two conditions must always satisfy. First condition is that for I have made a spelling mistake. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, for a particular PDA there should be a CFG. That means a CFG must exist. That means PDA to CFG must also exist, and vice versa. That means for a particular CFG a PDA must exist, and that is CFG to PDA. If those two satisfies, then we can say that this particular PDA and that particular CFG are equivalent to each other. Clear? Now in this particular first part I will let you know about how to convert a PDA to a CFG. You will be given a particular PDA with the transition functions. You have to convert those transition functions to its individual productions, that is your CFG. Okay, there are certain three defined rules for this. You have to at least understand these rules, and you have to mug up these rules as well. Okay, you have to memorize these rules as well, because without these rules it will be very much tough to solve the conversion process. Okay, it is an algorithm, you can remember this. And one more thing, in theory of automata you will come across with lot of algorithms, but you have to do a practice, then it will make you understand very nicely and you will fill the subject very easy. Clear? Okay, so now moving to the topic, the rules says that the rules are defined for three productions. Okay, as you can see here, three different productions. For the first one, they will explain the production will be only for the start production, that is your S. You know about CFG, right? The starting wheel production is generally denoted by capital letter S. So the first rule is only for how to create a particular start production. Clear? The second one is for erasing move. Erasing means something you are deleting, correct? Which operation in stack you are performing deletion? Pop. So this is for pop operation. Clear? So the rule number 2 explains you how to convert a particular PDA to a CFG for having pop operation. Clear? And last rule is for definitely for non-erasing move, means kahin pe bhi there is no erasing, right? Only there is a certain kind of entering, or you can say pushing. So this is nothing but your push operation in a stack. So this rule explains you how to convert a particular PDA transition function into a CFG, into a production. Okay, so these are the rules. I won't be explaining one and all everything over here. I will take an example, then we will check it out, then it will be very much clear to you. That time we will relate these rules. Okay, so let me bring it to you an example. Okay, so the example says like this, that we are having we are given an example that which consists of a PDA A having 7 tuples over here, where we are having the finite number of states, finite number of input alphabets, finite number of stack alphabets, then the transition function, initial state, initial start symbol, and this is your epsilon. Clear? Okay, now if I ask you, and apart from that the productions are also given to you. So in order to convert a particular PDA to CFG, you have to convert each again I'm repeating, you have to convert each particular transitions into a production. So I have to work for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 different transitions I have to work with. Clear? So how to do that? Initially I have told you that I will be working only with the start symbol. See, in the rule I have told you that the first initially we will be working with start productions. Then either you can work for pop operation or push operation, that depend on you. This is not mandatory. Okay, so first I will work for start production. So start production says that the start production format is all about like this, that S implies Q naught Z naught Q. Okay, so Q naught is the initial state, Z naught is the initial stack alphabet, and Q is the number of states that is present in the particular PDA. So this, if suppose this capital letter Q comprises of 3 states, so how many productions will be for start symbol? 3 productions. Clear? If there are 4 states in the particular PDA, then we will be having 4 start productions. Clear? So let us move to the example and check how many productions are there. Okay, so how many states are there? There are 2 states. So how many start productions will be there? 2 start production. I have already written over here. So first 2 positions will be fixed. First 2 positions will be fixed. So first position will be for always for initial state. Second position will be always for initial stack alphabet, and the third position will be the number of states. So suppose Q naught is the first state. So I have written the first production for Q naught and second one for Q1. So these are the 2 context-free grammar production for start symbol. Clear? Now we will move on to your what are the push transitions are there, how many push transitions are there, and how many pop transitions are there, and I have to work individually on that. Okay, now let us move to the first transition. Can you let me know what is this? Is this a push operation or a pop operation? Okay, how to look into this? It's a very simple way. Look at the last position. As you know, at the transition function of PDA, the last position generally explains you the stack alphabets. So if the stack alphabets is not empty, that means it doesn't contains epsilon, and in that place you are having some kind of terminal symbols. This means that you are doing a push operation. So you can see over here, this is not an epsilon, that is something is there, so it means that it is a push operation. This is a push operation, this is a push operation, this is a push operation. And as you can see over this into this particular transition, the last one is comprises of epsilon, which means that there is nothing in the stack. So this means that this is a pop operation. So how many push transitions are there? 4 transitions are there for push, and two transitions are there for pop. Clear? So first I will show you how to work on push operation, because this is a little bit a lengthy one, and pop operation is very easy. Just you need to follow the format. That's it. Let us move to step number 2. Step number 1 already done for start production. Step number 2. Now I'm having this production which is a push operation, right? You have to keep in mind how to write down this push operation. Okay, for that I have drawn this format. It will be easy to remember. See, if you are having a transition of this format, okay, so how to write this? Okay, the first initial state that is having whatever it is having, it will come to the first position of the production. Clear? The production will be of this format. As you can see in the rule, I will show you in the rule. You can write down this, you can pause the video and you can write down the rules. Sometimes they might ask you what are the rules for conversion of PDA to CFG. Then you have to write these rules as well. So here I have mentioned how to write down. This is your state, this is your transition function of PDA format. You already know about this. And these are the elements of stack alphabets. Okay, keep in mind these are the elements of stack alphabets. Okay, so don't get confused. And this is a state, this is the next state, this is the input element to be read, this is the top of the stack, and so and so. So that is the format. Okay, so how to convert this into a PDA, into a CFG, I will explain to you with an example. Okay, so I'm going with this one. So first position will come to this one, Q naught will come to this position, then the third one, that is the top of the stack, Z naught. Okay, this is the third part, so this will come to the second position. Okay, leave the third position for now. then implies this B, that the middle part will come over to this. It will always comprises of a terminal symbol only, so no worries about that. So it will come over to this particular position, then followed by so these three things have been filled up. Now we are left up with this one. Okay, so this will come for 2 times. Why? Look at the stack alphabets. How many alphabets are there in the stack? 2 alphabets are there. See, I have given a formula. Number of stack alphabets is 2, correct? One is Z, other one is Z naught. So first Z will work for Q naught, and then it will work for how many stack alphabets are there? How many states are there? Q1. Okay, so first it will work for, first this Z will work for Q naught, and then it will work for Q1. Clear? So, and again Z naught will also work for Q naught, and again it will work for Q1. So how many possible combinations you got? 4. So you have to keep in mind that if you are having 2 alphabets, then it will work for possible productions will be 4 times. I will let you know with this example. Okay, and if we are having 3 alphabets, suppose, then how many number of, that is 3 into 2, 6, correct? So because how many number of states we are having? We are having 2 states, right? If you are having 3 states, then 3 into 3, 9 different productions. This you have to keep in mind. Okay, this is an important thing. So first, now moving to this one, Z and Z naught. How many times it will be working? 2 times it will be working, correct? I have already told you. First Z will be coming in middle, then again in the next production Z naught will be coming in the middle. You have to follow this production format. Okay, now left out with this particular position. Okay, so this particular position is nothing but this one. Clear? Don't again say that this will also be the same. No, I will let you know what are these positions. Okay, with the example, these 3 positions I will let you know. Sorry, these 3 positions I will let you know how to work on. Sorry, 4 positions. Okay, these 4 positions I will let you know how to work on. Okay, now other than that, you just keep in mind that the first one will come to the first position, the third one will come to the second position, correct? This is done. Implies this second position, that is consist of a terminal symbol, will be coming over here. As we are having 2 stack alphabets, so how many possible combinations productions will be there? 4, because these 2 stack alphabets will work for 2 number of states, so 2 into 2, 4. Clear? So one Z will come into the middle of one production, and Z naught will come to the next one production in the position middle. Now left out with these positions, I will let you know how to work on it. Okay, let me come back to the positions. Okay, now this is the format I told you. Now come back to the example. So the example says like this. So first part will be as it is. So I told you how to work on that. Okay, so first position will be what? First position will be Q naught. First position will be Q naught. Clear? Okay, now next position will be your what? Next position will be, देखो आप देखिए next position इस पे क्या आ जाएगा? What it will come? It will come the third one, right? It will bring the third one. Okay, so I have written that. Okay, so in the next position, what it will come? It will come. Okay, I have to leave as it is. I will explain to you later. Okay, now this B will come to where? In which position? It will come over here. Okay. Now in this particular position, what will be the one? Okay, this Q naught will come to which position? It will come to over here. So I can note it down like this. Okay, so next one, in this particular position, for first it will come for Z. Okay, it will come for Z. Okay, it will come for Z, and I will leave a space, and here I will leave a space, and next will be for Z naught. Middle part will be for Z naught. Clear? So this one I will over here. Okay, now we are left out with this particular position. We are left out with this particular position. We are left out with this particular position, this and this. Clear? Now for this particular position, I am telling you that I will be working for 2 states, Q naught and Q1. So 2 times it will work for Q naught, 2 times it will work for Q naught. Okay, 2 times it will work for Q naught. Okay, and same thing I have to copy. Okay, and this whatever is there is in this particular portion will be at the last portion as well. I will show you in the rule. See, whatever there is in the first position, okay, as you can check it out over here, whatever there is in the first position, it will go into the last one. See here, so you can see it, Q dash was there in the last part, then this will go after into in the right hand side in the last part as well. Okay, so same problem, same thing I will be working over here. Okay, so this is done. Now we are left out with this position and this position. Clear? Now you have to keep in mind that I will write down these two positions later on, but as I have told you that 2 alphabets are there, so how many productions will be there? 4 productions will be there. So let me copy this and bring it out with next one. I will be having the same one, again same one. Okay, now what are the changes we'll be having? This particular position will remain as it is. Okay, the first 2 position will remain as it is. Now as I told you that this particular position, in this particular position, it will occur for 2 times Q naught and 2 times Q1. So 2 times Q naught done, so this will be your Q1. Clear? So this particular part is done. We are left out with this B will remain as it is. Okay, this Q naught will remain as it is, there is no changes over here. Okay, Z will remain as it is, Z naught will remain as it is, Q naught is same. Now as we have changed over here also it will change, so it will be 1, this will be 1. So everything is done. We are left out with only this particular position. Okay, now this particular position, first I have to concentrate over here. Whatever I want to give it, like Q naught and Q1 is there, right? So I can give a possible combination of both. So suppose I have given first time I have given Q naught. Okay, I have given Q naught, and next I have given suppose Q1. Okay, then next I have given Q naught, and next I have given here as Q naught. So this is the possible combination that I have given. You can write on your own Q1, Q1, Q naught, Q naught, Q naught, Q naught, Q1, Q1. You can write anything. Then Q1, Q naught, Q1, Q naught. Like this also you can put any 4 possible combinations you have to do. And whatever is there in this particular position will come over to this particular position. So it will be Q naught here. This will be your Q1. Correct? So this position will be your Q naught, and this position will be your Q1. So these are the four productions that you have got for this particular transition. Clear? So what and all you have to memorize? You have to memorize the positions that you are bringing. So Q naught will come over to this, Z naught will come over to this position, correct? Then B will come to this position, correct? As we are having 2 alphabets over here, so how many possible times we are having 2 different productions? That is for Z naught. For Z it will come in the middle of this, and for Z naught it will come in the middle of this. Clear? So how, as we are having 2 alphabets, so how many number of possible productions will be there? 4. Why? Because 2 number of input alphabets, 2 number of stack alphabets, and 2 number of states. So 2 into 2, that is 4 different possible combinations. That means Z will work for Q naught Q1, then again Z naught will work for Q naught Q1. Okay, now we are done. Now these will remain as it is. The first 2 position will remain as it is. B will remain as it is. Q naught will remain as it is. Q naught is nothing but the state that we have got into the next particular position, this particular position, right? Z will remain as it is. Z naught will remain as it is. Now here you have to give like this. Suppose we are having 2 states, Q naught and Q1. So 2 times Q naught, 2 times Q1. Clear? So whatever you have brought over here in this position, it will reflect here as well. So got it? And now we are left out with this one. This one you can give any possible combination. Either Q naught Q1, Q naught Q1, Q naught Q naught Q1 Q1. You can give it Q1 Q naught Q1 Q naught, or else Q1 Q1 Q naught Q naught. Any format you can give it. And whatever is there in this particular position, it will be same as here. So this is the particular transition. Clear? Now we are done with the first production. Okay, similarly you can do for this one as well, only there will be a small change. In place of Z0 it will come as Z. That's it. So do on your own this one. Now let me explain to you this one. Let me explain to this production. How many elements are there? Only one. So how many productions will be there? Two productions. Z will work for Q0 once and Z will work for Q1 once. Correct? So let me take this production. Okay. Now for transition number, which is the transition number I'm working on, 1 2 3 4, fourth transition, right? For transition number 4. Okay, this is the one. So how many types, how many productions I'll be having? Only I will be having the two productions, correct? Okay, for Z, as the stack alphabet we are having only one alphabet, that is Z, so it will be working for Q0 and Q1, correct? So let me copy this and it will be helpful for me. Okay, now I'm removing this because only one production will be there for this. So Q0 will come over here as it is, correct? Z0, the last part of this will come over here, so Z0 will not be there now. Z will be the middle portion. Then I won't be writing over here. Okay, I will remove this one. Okay. Okay, I won't be removing first of all. Let me keep as it is. Okay. Now A was the middle portion, so A will come over here. Clear? Then this Q1 will come over into this position. Correct? Z will come over here, and first it will work for Q0, and then similarly it will work for Q1. Correct? You can say here this will be Q1, and if whatever is there in this position, it will reflect here as well. So this is the production for Z. Clear? Z has worked for Q0 and Z has worked for Q1 as well. On these positions will remain fixed. These positions will be remaining fixed. Okay. So this is for transition number 4. Okay, this is done. Similarly, you can do for the transition number 6 as well. The same concept only. Clear? Okay. Now we are left out. All the push operations are done. Now we are left out with the pop operation. Okay. We are left out with pop operation. So let us go with the pop operation for transition. Okay, now which transition we'll be working on? We'll be working on transition number 2. Clear? So what does this transition says? So transition number 2. So transition number 2 says that we'll be having a pop operation. How you came to know that? Looking into the last part where we are having an epsilon, correct? So okay, epsilon. Now if you are having an epsilon over here, this is a simple format. Look into this. So if you're having a format of like this, okay, this Q0 will come to this position, Z0 will come to this position. This is fixed. Epsilon will go to this position, you know, whatever is there in the middle part will come to this position. So this is same. Q0 will come to this position and rest are same. See, as simple as that. So what will be the output for this? The output will be this one only. So I will copy over here and I will paste it over here. It will be helpful. No need to write again. See, again I am telling you that this Q0 will come over to this position, epsilon will come to this position, Z0 will come to this position, this Q0 will come to this position, and as it is an epsilon and erasing move, so nothing will be there. This is the final answer. See, as simple as that. If we are done with this one, this is also as simple as that. What will be the answer for this one? If I ask you, then it will be Q1 Z, then Q implies B. Sorry, implies epsilon. Implies B. Sorry, implies B. Correct. So again, I'm telling you for this particular transition. What will be the production? Q1 Z, then Q implies B. That's it. Clear? So this is all about your CFG to PDA conversion, where you have learned basically these 3 rules how to convert. I would suggest कि you pause the video and then you can get back to the initial part. Only you have to remember these positions. Okay, starting symbol is very simple, If you are having two states, then you have to merge it over here. Okay, for 2 times you have to write down the start production. These two positions will remain as it is. Okay, then for push operation, just you need to remember the position of these particular elements. Okay, and for same goes with the pop operation as well. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. In the next lecture, okay, one more thing before going into that particular topic, I would also suggest you that if you are getting an example like this in your exam, you can directly convert. You have to write down the productions for every transition. You cannot skip anything. So better you write down, like step 1 will be like this for start productions, then transition number 1, transition number 2, transition number 3, transition number 4, transition number 5, transition number 6. No need to write as push or pop. Okay, then it will be a confusion for all. So better you need to write the transition, and then finally you can write down whatever productions that you have got. Or you can also do one more thing. In some of the books they have mentioned that this Q naught, Z naught, Q naught, you can take as a capital letter. Okay, terminal symbol, this also you can take a capital letter, and then you can start off with using this one. Now that's a different scenario, that's not required. This is the final answer that you have got it. Okay, thank you for watching the video. In the next lecture I will get back to you with an important topic where we will learn about how to convert a particular CFG to a particular PDA. Okay, thank you for watching.